What up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino, and I'm about to do the Purse So Sweet with HighThoughtsTV, man. Y'all make sure y'all support it, man, and let's make it blow through the roof, man. Peace.
Smoke a Purse So Sweet with HighThoughtsTV.
Y'all know what the fuck we doing, man. It's HighThoughtsTV. Niggas hot in the bitch,
Tonight,
man.
I'm smoking a Purse So Sweet with HighThoughtsTV.
Okay, so you mentioned earlier, of course, everybody, South Park Coalition, one of the most legendary groups ever come through the city. Give it a backstory. Had that already started before rap? I know you used to battle rap and a little bit of, other things as well. Did that come before or after then?
Well, the SPC, we started that up in 1987. So by 87, I was already pretty polished as a rapper because I had been doing it 4 years. And I had already put a record out by the time I was 16 years old. So I was in high school with a single out at that time, which was unheard of, But so the South Park Coalition just formed because it was a group of us guys that went to school together. And I was just like, man, we just gonna click up. And that's the name I came up with. But it didn't really grow until we started connecting with rappers from the other schools in our neighborhood, like Jesse H. Jones, where we end up getting with Nip and Klondike Cat and Murder One and AC Chill, and that added to it. Later on, Dope E, Egypt E, Rapper K, Point Blank, so that Rapper K is original member, but that's how it came together, man. Just that small circle, then branching out to other cats in the hood, and it was over after that.
So talk those stories of like meeting some of those original members.
Yeah, man. It's like when I got to high school. See, when I was in middle school, I was rapping, but it was just more of a hobby or whatever. And but over that summer going to high school, I was honing my skills. I was, trying to get myself together because I started to take it real serious at that point. But by the time I got to high school, it was like a breeding ground. It's like everybody was rapping.
Yeah.
So now you find yourself in kind of like this battlefield, like this war zone of rappers, So it turned into every day having to defend myself lyrically because luckily I was pretty good. So, but people was coming from my head every day because of that. So I'm battle rapping these cats every day. Every day I got to get them up off me. And there was some who was enemies because of that. And there was some who gravitated towards me to be allies because of that. And the ones who came as allies, those was the ones who ended up being my boys, my clique. Yeah.
So one thing I feel like, I'm starting to feel like the lyricism within rap in today's time is starting to become somewhat of a lost art. We still have some people that's very much so putting on.
Right.
Just from your personal experience, what were some things that you did to expand your vocabulary or make you put words and bars together the way that you did?
Yeah, it was influenced by a few rappers. There's a guy named Tila Rock, that I used to listen to back in those days, man. One of the greatest ever that people don't know about. Tila Rock would always rap and put words together and use big words that you had to go look up in the dictionary, and that was one of the influences I had from that. But it was another song that LL Cool J made back in the day. Everybody know LL from acting now. They don't really, the young generation, they don't know that he's one of the greatest rappers. He's the one who made up the term GOAT. He invented that phrase. But he had a song called Rock the Bells back in the days. But before the Rock the Bells that was on the album, he had another song that was called the original Rock the Bells. And on that single, this dude was spitting harder than I had ever heard him spit on any record before. And he was using a lot of big words too. So I was like, man, I like the other stuff, but I like this original Rock the Bells because he was getting it in. So between that song, between listening to Tila Rock, between listening to Kumo D, and then later on KRS-One and Rakim, that's where that came from, just putting words together and expanding my vocabulary.